doubles semi-finals, and it features Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young of Korea up against Liu Shengshu and Tang Ning, the number 2 seeds from China. Well, as far as the women's doubles draw is concerned, if you were with us earlier, you will have seen a fabulous first women's doubles semi-final with Pearly Tan and Tina Muralitharan coming through in 3 thrilling games. So who will join them? Will it be the Olympic bronze medalists from the Tokyo Games or the silver medalists from the recent Paris Games who reach tomorrow's final? So the Malaysians have set a trend here, and now the players allowed to walk into the arena, coming all the way down to the near side of the courts. And this, of course, is the number 4 seeds led out by Kim So-young and her partner Kong Hee-young. 7th appearance at the Hong Kong Open for Kim So-young with a 4th different partner. Versatile player. The Olympic silver medalists from Paris 2024, Liu Shengshu and Tang Ning, making their 2nd appearance at the Hong Kong Open. A year ago, they lost in the first round to Matsuyama and Shida, who at the recent Olympics took the bronze medal. This will be just a 2nd meeting between these 2 pairs. The first was in the final of the Australian Open last year. 52 minutes for 21-18, 21-16 in favour of the Koreans. But I think that the Chinese pair have improved considerably since then.
What's the choice? Red and the black. Red. Choice. Decide. Couldn't. Who receive? They receive.
So the Olympic silver medalists have won the toss of the coin and chosen ends. So this is Kong Hee-young, 27 years of age, from Daejeon. That equates to about 5'5½", and their ranking has gone down considerably. They are former world number 1s, spent 3 weeks as world number 1s 2 years ago from early October. Her partner Kim So-young, 32 years of age, from Daegu. And as I was saying, this is her 7th appearance here at the Hong Kong Open with a 4th different partner. It's the 3rd time that she's played with Kong Hee-young in this particular tournament. It's the first time they've progressed past the 2nd round. And that's how they've reached the semi-final. All of their matches in 2 straight games, including the quarter-final against Li Wenmei and Shangshu Xian. Looking to reach their first final of the year, incidentally, the Koreans. This is Tang Ning. She's 21 years of age, from Hunan, Langlok province in south-central China. And they are enjoying their 25th week in total at their career high of number 3. Liu Shengshu is just 20 years of age, from Liaoning, coastal province in northeast China. They're looking to reach their 5th final of the year. They've already won 3 titles in Malaysia, Indonesia and Japan. And in fact, their route through to today's semi-final. They had a bye in the first round, and they beat the winners of the Korean Open 2 weeks ago in yesterday's quarter-final, Jong and Kim. So our court officials for this one from Hong Kong and Singapore. And in fact, Lu Shengshu and Tang Ning, as we look at their coach, Tao Jiaming, have been in the final of their last 2 tournaments that they played. Lost in the final of the Olympic Games, obviously, with their silver medal, but then won in Yokohama at the Japan Open. Beat Baekar and Lee So-hee, who we saw in the first of the semi-finals a little earlier today.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Liu Xingxu and Tan Ning, China. And on my left, Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young, Korea. Kim So-young to serve to Liu Xingxu. Level, play.
So the Korean number 4 seeds, Kim and Kong, on our side of the courts against the number 2 seeds, Lu Shengshu and Tang Ning. Nice anticipation from Kim. Steen, I said in the introduction that the only time they previously met, it was over a year ago in the final of the Australian Open, and I said that I thought that the Chinese pair had improved considerably since then. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah, I think it is. They were relatively new as a partnership back then, or not new, but relatively inexperienced, and I think they're developing all the time, basically. And I think for some players, you would sort of have the regrets of the Olympic blues. We were so close to winning a gold medal, but they're so young, so they have at least 1, maybe 2 chances more. And I think they feel that they did well by winning that Olympic silver, and let's get out and play and so on. We heard Akane Yamaguchi in Japan Open saying that was the way she felt after 2016. In 2021 there were no tournaments just after the Olympics, and this year here she didn't have the same feeling. So it's very different from being the first Olympics to when you've had a couple of chances and haven't succeeded. They did well in the first, so they should be totally fired up. Whereas I feel Kim and Kong, they've struggled a bit as of late. We could see it as their ranking was has dropped to 9. It's not that they've crashed out in the first round or anything, but they just haven't really beaten top pairs as frequently as they used to, in my opinion. Positive quarterfinal yesterday, beating Li Wengmei and Zhang Shushan. That's what they should build on, in my opinion.
Hasn't there been injury problems as well for Kim So-young?
I think so.
Because they had a wonderful year last year, didn't they? They won the All England Championships. 5 finals altogether, winning 4 titles. That's a little wild.
Service over. 3-4. 10. You ready?
Oh,
Brilliant.
that's a beauty.
What a super smash from Tang Ning.
Service over. 5-3. Yes.
Wow. That's amazing play.
6-3.
Tang Ning was really closing down that mid-court area.
She
Look where
was.
she's standing.
Yeah.
Good flip serve.
And both these two players, we talk a lot about their physicality, which is obviously one of their strong points. But both of them are also serving the tumble serve.
Yeah.
Is there any other women's double serving tumble serve? I don't think so. Is there a female player in the mixed double serving tumble serve? I don't know, but there should be.
Yeah, well taken by Kim So-young.
Service over. 4-7. Service over. 8-4.
Gone long.
Yeah.
9-4.
It's a real issue for the Koreans at the moment, isn't it? Because, you know, the obvious thing is we've pointed out that Tang Ning is closing down the mid-court area. The obvious thing is tactically play it into the back corners. But because you're hitting with the drift, it's likely...
You can't play them.
You can't play them. Liable to go long. So to the mid-game interval, and it's a very handsome lead indeed. A 7-point advantage for Lu Shengshu and Tang Ning. Only 7 minutes played.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Coaches, thank you. inside the basket.
Well, it's been a very, very impressive start by Lu Shengshu and Tang Ning.
Play.
It's not just that they've got a 7-point advantage, it's the fact that, quite frankly, the Koreans so far have not really found a way into the rallies. Yeah, and look at that. Just lifting the return of serve.
12.
Yeah.
And even that doesn't work.
No, but points for trying something. Maybe once more, see if it works. If not, then oh, that doesn't work either.
But she was trying to do what I said, try and play the back corners,
Exactly.
but it's so difficult. Just wide.
Service over. 5-13. Six, 13.
It's dropped a little bit in level, Tang Ning. It's quite common when you get a big lead.
Good rally. Very good rally.
Service over. 14-7.
Another one's gone long.
Yeah.
Service over. 8-14.
Do you think they became a little bit complacent with their 7-point advantage?
Yeah, I think so.
And that may be a sign once again of inexperience.
Yeah. Yes and no, a little bit, but also a sign of
15-8.
maybe it's the wrong word, but superiority. That they're just really good, and I think they feel they can tweak it a little bit if that's needed, and quickly step on the gas pedal. But yeah, that is an experience, because
9-15.
just once in a while you play someone where you can't do it. And as I recall it, they were leading in the opening game of the Olympic final, weren't they?
They were 2016 up.
And lost it.
And lost it. Wow. Fabulous smash.
Service over. 16-9.
And that means that at least in terms of standing smashes, Liu Xingshu takes over in my little ranking as the world's most dangerous. Is taking over from Jia Yifan. That shot there, that was absolutely world class. More than world class. They're officially world class. That was in a league of their own.
Yeah. Have you noticed the strapping on the elbow of Liu Xingshu? That's always concerning with such a young player, isn't it? Held together by sticky tape. Oh dear.
Service over.
That's a pity.
18-11.
Wow. The efficiency of that backhand kill. Literally no backswing at all. Take a look at this. Boof.
Korea.
That's a beauty.
Service over. 12-19. Service over. 20. Game point 12.
17 minutes played and game point opportunities at 20-12 in favour of Liu Xingshu and Tang Ning. Nice. She was off balance, Tang Ning. Still managed to play the drop shot for the outright winner. 21-12 confirms the umpire opening game in favour of the Olympic silver medalists Liu Xingshu and Tang Ning.
到对角线时有可能网球就是拿了，对吧？很舒服的时候你再去加力，再去加力打，再去打，再打对方，可能舒服一点。然后还有这个就是平衡球的时候，或者是他们打完以后，不要老往中间去推，两边去推。
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Players on court. Players. Liu and Tan.
Kim Soo-young very much takes the captain's role within the partnership with Kong Hee-yong.
Second game.
And they've got an awful lot to discuss because they never really put their opponents under that much pressure in the opening game. Such was the quality of the number 2 seeds, Lu Shengshu and Tang Ning. That's a nice block. Yeah.
Good follow-up.
Service over. 1 love.
Oh, that's an amazing shot.
Service over. 1-all.
Well, the Koreans, I guess, from this side of the court, Steen, can hit through more with their defensive shots.
I'm certain that we saw what they're trying to do, trying to stand their ground in the defense. But at some point, they've got to score themselves as well, unless they rely on Tan Ning or Liu to commit an error. Boy, that was an opportunity. That was the way to do it, to get some chances on the mid-court, front-court area, and doing it by trying to chase the Chinese from side to side on the back court, I think could be a possible way of doing it. Good variation from Liu.
Just wide. Interestingly, Lee Kyung-won, the Korean coach, who's sitting just in front of our commentary position, although the Koreans lost that rally, she was applauding.
Exactly.
They were doing what she wanted them to do.
This is a long-term plan. trying to wear down Tan and Liu, making them earn their own points.
Get ready.
So the goal for the Koreans here is not necessarily to bring themselves in a scoring position, but avoid losing quick points like that.
Yeah.
4-1. Service over. 2-4.
She's taking her time, Kong Hee-young.
Yeah, very much so. Oh, that's a lovely shot.
3-4.
There seemed to be about 4 different hand signals there, didn't
Yeah.
there? Oh,
Adding challenges.
well, it was called goods. I thought when it came off the rackets that it was a little flat, but it was called goods. Chinese pair are challenging that.
I had the same sensation, but when I saw it touch down, I felt that she made it.
Indeed she did. You were right, Steen.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 4-4. Play.
Super angle. First smash straight down the line.
5-4.
Second angled across court.
Yes.
There's the straight, and then look at that. That is magnificent. In fact, that was sort of a half smash, wasn't it? All about angle and placement.
A lot of discussion from the Korean coaching bench. And it is tricky because they've got to be really, really disciplined. But the last 4-5 rallies, they drifted away from what I thought was going to be the plan, the long-term plan of playing a bit more defensively and trying to wear Tan Ning down on the backcourt. And it hasn't worked for them.
Yeah. And even a little smile from coach Tao Xiaoming. Very, very good pressure.
Service over. 5,
Frustration
7.
from Tan Ning outside the picture.
And that was a fairly tame return of serve.
7. Service over.
Beaten on sheer pace,
8,
I think,
6.
Kong there.
Yeah.
And then Kim just saying, you've got to keep your racket up, ready.
But
Yeah.
she's able to play with so little backswing, Liu Shengshu.
Have to be quicker. No delay.
Yeah, umpire not happy with the amount of time they're taking in between points. I can understand that. Victor Wong from the host nation in the umpire's chair. Good crowds in. We've had good crowds all week, haven't we?
Yeah. I think that's also due to the Hong Kong players doing reasonably well.
Yeah. And of course there's home involvement this evening in the mixed doubles. Nice angle. Brilliant. Well worked.
Service over. 7, 9.
Now the umpires just told them to be quicker. This is a good chance to put weight behind his words, in my opinion.
Yeah.
10, 7.
Again, nobody's ready.
No, and the Koreans are having a little focus group after each rally. Liu looking at Tan Ning.
Service
saying,
over.
I think that was yours. That was within your action range.
Yeah, and I agree with her. I think Tan Ning should have taken it. So it is a 3-point advantage
8, interval.
at the mid-game interval in favour of Liu Shengshu and Tan Ning. And they've already won the opening game, so difficult times for the Koreans coming up. Got to make some changes to get themselves back into this match.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Thank you, coach. Thank you. 11-8. Play.
So a game and 11-8 up. The Olympic silver medalists Lu Shengshu and Tang Ning. That's a second service error.
9-11.
What a lovely defensive shot from Kim So-young.
11.
Only 1 point in it now. I said they needed to do something a little differently. There's another challenge here. Well, virtually impossible for me to see from where I'm sitting, but instinctively I thought that was quite possibly in. Certainly the line judge thought it was in. Here we go. No, it was out. Oh, it was just in. Caught the outside edge of the line, and the number 2 seeds have got no challenges left now in this second game. So all 3 points since the resumption of play in this second game to the Koreans. That's a beauty. Goodness me. Well, both the Chinese players have such powerful smashes that their opponents tend to stand a little too deep in their defensive stances. And then they're vulnerable to that disguised drop. Oh, she's gone off to change her racket. Amazing. How on earth did the Chinese pair win that rally? That is extraordinary.
13-11.
Unfortunately, I think we're just seeing the end of the rally. We didn't see her run off and change her racket.
Back on court. Play.
Oh my goodness! What an extraordinary return of the flick serve. That shuttle had gone past Kong.
13.
And she had the racket head control to play an angled half smash. Quite remarkable. Nice.
Tan-Ning.
14-12.
Under real pressure in that rally, the Koreans. They weathered the storm.
13-14.
I think that's what they are having to face if they want to come back and force a decider.
Back on court.
They'll have to find the right time within those rallies where they're a little bit under pressure to counter.
Oh, a lucky net cord for Kong, for which he apologises, but it means that the Koreans are back level. 14-all.
Good shot.
Lee Kyung-won, Korean coach, is now on the edge of her chair. That's a super shot. Into the lead.
It's easy to say from outside, but it's super, super difficult to hit the exact right trajectory in the defense every single time. A trajectory that puts just enough pressure on the Chinese pair so that the Koreans have some opportunities.
A little stamp of frustration from Kim So-young.
Oi. She did the right thing. Kong Hee-young, she was a split second late.
Leon.
And this is far from over yet, you know.
17.
Very good action from Kim So-young. Good read on the front court.
Oh, that's well judged. That is very well judged.
18-16.
Well, we're not seeing it at the moment, but I can tell you the body language of the two Chinese players, I think, is a little concerning.
18.
In fact, Tang Ning, off the back of that longest rally, 54 shots,
Okay, back on court.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's asking for a medical timeout. She pointed to her wrist. Oh no, she's back on court.
Yeah.
10. 10. Get ready.
It's been 10 seconds since the umpire asked Tan to get ready. That's too much, in my opinion.
Back level, 18 all. And I thought that last rally really hurt the Chinese pair physically.
Brilliant.
2 points away from this second game. Kim and Kong.
19-18. No, change.
Oh, the Koreans didn't want that shuttle changed. Oh, the umpire had already agreed to the Chinese request to change it. 19-18.
Fantastic play.
On a run of 4 straight points, it's 2 game point opportunities for Kim So-young and Kong Hee-yong to level this semi-final at 1 game apiece.
18.
(15-17) down they were. 5 of the last 6 points.
Play.
It's 1 game all. 21-18. The Koreans take the second game, having been 15-17 down. What a comeback. 1 game apiece, 50 minutes into the match, and we will have a deciding game.
Liu. Yes.
So the players return to court for the start of this third and deciding game.
Level. Play.
Kim So-young and Kong Hee-yong. 6 of the last 7 points to close out game number 2, coming from behind. That was remarkable. But so too is that. That is a remarkable shot.
1, go. Service over. 1-all.
Missed it.
2-1.
Do you remember me saying something in the opening game, I think it was, Steen, about when you take your foot off the pedal and whether it was inexperience? And I think that the Chinese pair, in just dropping their tempo slightly, whether it was overconfidence or whatever it was, and now here we are in a deciding game.
And now they have a match.
And now they have a match because, as you pointed out, Kim and Kong, the opponents, then get confidence because you've dropped your level.
And the thing is, you never know when you can't do it until it's too late. And it's going to be really, really interesting to see here in the opening stages. It's a good start, 3-1 for the Koreans. They need more than that. But so far they've pushed forward, overcovering the mid-court area, and they're not physically stronger than the Chinese, but they're physically strong. And they're playing clever, putting it below the tape.
4-1.
And I wonder whether stamina-wise they may be better.
I think they might be better. Or maybe it's equal, but in my opinion, they've upped their game tactical-wise.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Oh, that's wild.
And they've got their defense going much better.
Service over.
Kim and Kong Tan-Ning is not really making things happen the way she did in the first game.
Service over. 3-5.
A little bit confusing picture when we have that big TV screen in the
It
background
is,
there. Then there's
it's
Kong
disconcerting,
Hee-young's
isn't
twin.
it?
The pressure. Yeah. That's the difficulty. And good variation from Liu Xiangshu. But the difficulty for the Koreans to control the play to the backcourt of Liu and Tan here in the opening of the third game.
Oh, what a great defence. I think it was a slight miss-hit, but it turned out very well.
It was a miss-hit.
6-4.
I think the Koreans could step forward a little bit in the service situation. There was the opportunity.
Oh, great defence.
Good defense. That's super play. Liu and Tan are being asked to kill it from the backcourt, or at least play a shot that is sharp enough to force a weak reply from the Koreans in the defense, and they're having trouble doing so. And that means the Koreans, they can counter and keep the shuttle flat over the net, or even in a downwards direction.
That's brilliant. What a defensive shot from Tan-Ning.
And that's one of the shots I feel that the Koreans, they probably should have read by now, because it's always coming, that when she turns it around, it's always that shot there. So you can basically leave the straight one open, and the front court player can cover the right side.
Well, we talked in the first women's doubles semi-final when there was a Korean pair involved, Baek Ha-na and Lee So-hee. 27 years since a Korean pair has won the women's doubles here. But in contrast, when you look at Chinese dominance in the women's doubles here, they won 11 of the 14 women's doubles titles since the inception of the Super Series and World Tour. That's just about 79%, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, she was off balance as she played that.
There's the flat defense again. That's the way to do it. Brilliant tactical play by the Koreans. So at the moment, none of these two are able to set the other one up on the front court.
Of the Chinese players?
Yeah, of the Chinese players with their attack from the back court.
Yeah. Started with a good return of serve from Lu Shengshu.
6-9.
Good play. Love the first smash. Not particularly going to try and win it on that one, but try to maintain the initiative. And then she got the chance on the second one. Kong Hee-young.
Oh, that's a super shot. And it is the Koreans, Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young, who have the advantage. It's a 5-point advantage at the change of ends here in the deciding game. And the Olympic silver medalists are in a spot of bother.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Coaches, return to your chair. Coach. Play.
12,500 capacity in this Hong Kong Coliseum. And the fans very much enjoying semi-finals day so far. What a match this has been. 11-6 in the deciding game. The Koreans lead against the Chinese Olympic silver medalists. Yeah, that's a nice drop.
Service over. 7-11.
But they cannot afford to be playing it safe, Kim and Kong. They still have to push forward. There were a couple of chances there.
Challenge here.
Challengers call out.
I think that's an emotional challenge. First challenge of this deciding game. In fact, the Koreans haven't challenged all match.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Service over. 12-7. Play.
Lovely block. Oh, my goodness. Well, the quality of some of these shots now
8-12.
is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's fantastic women's double. Amazing to see how the Koreans have managed to sort of utilize their strengths by adjusting the game plan. Oi, oi, oi. They've got to be careful now. Liu Shanshu is trying to change gear. Good play.
Amazing. Absolutely incredible. 2 hard, flat pushes, and then the delicate little net shot. 1, 2. That is perfection. 1. Well worked.
But it's living dangerously starting out in the flat game, I think, by the Koreans. If they're a little bit inaccurate, it's Liu and Tan who get the advantage in the flat game. Got to move them first, the way I see it. Good
Nice.
play.
Well, there was no call from the line judge at the back of the court.
No.
We can't see that back line.
It looked way long. But was it called fault?
I'm not sure.
Victor Vong. And from a Korean perspective, Liu Shanshu is way too involved in the rallies at the moment. From a Chinese perspective, she's too little involved, but perhaps enough.
That's wild.
Service over. 14-11.
Just wide.
Service over. 12-14.
She started to play drop shots on the good lifts, Liu Shanshu. I think that's clever. Staying in balance.
Oh, what a return. What a return. I talked about that in the opening game, but the Koreans were playing with the drift. They weren't able to play into those deep back boxes. They can now that they're playing against the drift.
Service over. 13-15.
Brilliant retrieving. It's just long of the back line, though. And there's just 1 point in it. Five points adrift at the mid-game interval. Chinese pair. Now just 1 point the deficit.
There's the drop shot again. Excellent play.
And back level.
So they've got to come up with a solution, Kim and Kong. What are they going to do on the drop shot here? They're too late on it. That's clever play by Tan Ning, dragging the Koreans out of defensive position before attacking and maintaining the balance in the Chinese pair.
And indeed now the Chinese pair back into the lead. Now, well, it is Kim So-young has just called for a medical timeout. Oh, this match in progress, 1 hour and 13 minutes. Be quite understandable if some of the muscles are aching, but it has to be said that it's an opportune moment while when the Chinese pair have caught back up. There's heavy strapping underneath the compression stockings.
Asking if she can retie her shoe.
Back on court.
9 of the last 12 points, I make it, Steen, to the Chinese pair.
Play on. 16-15. Play.
So on a run of 4 straight points, Chinese pair resume play. 16-15 the advantage. Short. 5 straight points.
Well, you mentioned earlier, Jill, that Kim So-young had been out with injuries, so that could mean that those calf muscles get tired a little bit before normal. Good shot.
Yeah. Super play.
Service over. 16-17. Handing. Handing. Ready.
brilliant. Absolutely fantastic smash.
Service over. 18-16.
Yeah, you're right, Steen. Liu Shengshu has gone up again.
She's become really dangerous when she moves to the front court. When she's just standing there and Tan Ning is to set her up from the back court, it's more difficult for her. But when she comes into the front court moving, then she's really hard to contain.
That's long of the back line as well. 8 of the last 9 points to get themselves to match point opportunities. 4 match point opportunities to be precise for Liu Shengshu and Tan Ning. Only needed the one. Coming from a 5-point deficit in the deciding game at 7-12 to close it out 21-16. That is a remarkable comeback. An hour and 18 minutes of some wonderful women's doubles badminton. This, the final rally, that backhand drive from Liu Shengshu did the damage. So confirmation of the score, 21-12, 18-21, 21-16 in the deciding game. What a wonderful semi-final. A victory for Liu Shengshu and Tan Ning. Well, coming up next is the second of the men's doubles semi-finals. It is Chu and Wang from Chinese Taipei up against the reigning world champions Kang and So from Korea. Steen Pedersen will take you through the last 2 matches of this session.
So after that thrilling finish to the women's double between China and Korea, we turn our attention to men's doubles again to find the opponent for Gautama and Isfahan in tomorrow's final. It's the double Olympic champion Wang Qilin alongside his new partner Chiu Xiangjie. They're up against the world champions Kang Min-hyuk and Seo Sung-jae from Korea. Here is the men's doubles draw as it happened so far, all 4 quarterfinals, and